this video, we are going to talk about how to stay organized in school. Growing up and still now, I have always been super perfectionist, like OCD, like I always had to stay organized, I had to stay clean, and I still have to continue doing that to this day. Like my room is still very organized, if you can even tell. But I figured that helping you guys through that, for those of you that are currently middle school, high school, elementary school, like it doesn't matter, just staying organized in general will really benefit your school life and just help you so much. First things first is your backpack. Your backpack holds all of your stuff. It's what you have to take around all day. If you use a locker or not, in high school we don't really use lockers that much, but your backpack is what is holding all of your materials. Having a multi-pocket backpack will literally save your school life. Like there's backpacks that have two big pockets and like the side pockets, but no, you need a multi-pocket backpack because having everything organized in sections will get you by so much faster, so much easier, and it'll just be such a cleaner ride throughout school. In my backpack, I have separate sections for pencils and like utensils, you know, my books go in this bag, my laptop goes in this bag, you know, etc. During my freshman year, I realized that I really needed to keep track of my assignments. I needed to keep track of like events and things that I was doing, and I really needed something just to write things down whenever I needed to. So I suggest a calendar and a bullet journal. So a calendar, you could use your phone, but I prefer using a handwritten calendar because you can write things down quickly and you can just take it out and open it up rather than having to go through your phone, you know, just to find it. There's nothing wrong with using your phone, just I prefer the written calendar. About the second semester of freshman year, I had bought a calendar and I looked through my school's calendar and I wrote down all of the events that were going on, everything that I needed to know first, and then anytime I had an important project, an important assignment that I had to do, I wrote it down in my planner so that I could remember it and, you know, look through it and see it there. Now for the bullet journal, a bullet journal is a journal that you write anything on. It doesn't have to be a specific journal. It literally is a bullet journal just for things that you need to bullet down in your head. So on the first page of my bullet journal, I saved like the first 2-3 pages for a table of contents. So in all the margins, you number them and then you go through and you number the pages. You number all the pages in your bullet journal. And so every time you need to write something down, you go back to the table of contents, write down the page number that's and the title of whatever you're writing down. So if you look it up, you'll see what I mean, but it's really helpful, really easy, and it really benefited just school life in general. As you get older, you're going to need different types of writing utensils. I prefer the mechanical pencils that are refillable and that are kind of the thicker brand and not like the tiny brand, because they last a long time and they help me out so much, and it takes a while before you need to refill them. And getting a box of pens at Walmart, the Dollar Tree, or somewhere is going to help you so much because you're going to be using pens a lot, and especially colored pens, colored pencils, just anything with colors is going to be so useful because you're going to need to highlight things, underline things, and really organize details with your colors so you know which is which. Going back to the bullet journal, having a table of contents in your binders for your different classes is also really useful because whenever you need to find something quickly, looking through that table of contents and seeing where it is quickly can really benefit you whenever your teacher needs something or whenever you forgot to turn something in, and it just really organizes your binders so that you know where everything is. Another thing to have in your binders are dividers, like colored dividers, and they don't really necessarily have to be colored, but label dividers, color dividers, or just any way that you want to do it. Just having dividers in general can also help, especially like cooperating with your table of contents. Those things can make things look a lot just cuter, a lot easier for other people if they're in your binder, which of course with permission, but it can just look better in general and save you so much time. Going back to the binders and the colored pencils, color coding will literally save your life. From my own experience, I have loved color coding everything, not just with school. Like, I used to color code the clothes in my closet. I obviously color coded my pencil pouch, my pens, my pencils, because I have different colored pencils. Color code everything. When color coding, you can pick the color and then label what that color is. Like for history, you can label it the year that you're working on, the president that you're learning about, or whatever, and you can label these different colors with what you're working on so that whenever you need to find the work for that assignment, you could just go to the color. Setting alarms has helped me so much, especially when I am distracted or forget that I need to do things. That also corresponds with the calendar, because setting alarms can also just remind you day of, like, hey, you need to get this done, this is due today, or just reminds you to start working on something that is upcoming or that you need to plan for, etc. Having study periods is really important for your knowledge and just for your mental health, because trying to cram things in last minute is really unhealthy and can really affect your work in general. So when I need to study for something, I plan a daily study hour and I block out everything, and I usually turn on like a study period video, like an interval timer where you study and work for 25 minutes and then you take like a 10-minute break or a 5-minute break, something like that. If you look on YouTube, you will see stuff like that, and it really helped me, especially during finals and stuff like that. Planning the night before makes the next day feel so good. It makes you feel so organized and it makes you feel so just alive. And what I mean by that is planning your outfit the day before can save you a lot more time in the morning, and planning your day before, like tomorrow, like, okay, I'm gonna go to school, and then during school I'm gonna do this at this period when I need to, and after school I'm gonna go here, you know, etc. Stuff like that. Planning the day before helps your life so much. And the last one is doing your homework same day, because waiting to do work that was assigned to you, you know, until the day of or until last minute is really not okay, because it can affect your work and it can affect like how smart you actually are. And just doing it like the same day, you still have it all in your mind, it's still fresh, it's still good to go, so you can get it done. Yeah, you might be tired, but that's where the study intervals will really help you, because those intervals will give you time to work and time to take a break. And if you fall asleep, like, that's understandable, but try to make it to where you're not doing it at midnight. I understand a lot of people are in sports, and like I was in sports, I totally get that, but still doing your homework after practice, before practice, just after school. You could even go to like a cute little cafe or something just to make it brighter, but doing that will give you a lot more free time in the future and can make your work look a lot better and sound a lot better. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I will have more content coming soon. I was supposed to post a video yesterday, but I did not. So I might be posting a vlog this weekend about a little trip maybe, so stay posted for that. Bye.